Ladies and gentlemen, if you're out there, are you? If you're not out there, where are you? You gotta be somewhere. By the looks of it, you... Why is that echoey? Stop. That's echoey. Did you hear that? Ladies, you look ridiculous. There's no music. They're dedicated to their craft. What are you going to do, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Bob Doyle Show. If you haven't already, let me tell you what to do. You got to subscribe to this channel if you're watching on YouTube. And you got to click the bell so that you'll be reminded every time this happens. Because, I mean, come on. You're already saying, how have I missed this before in my life? Well, let's see if that is what you're saying. Let's check. We've got D. Hillen saying, how are you? Hello, and I'm fine. Jason working, but I'm will you now for sure. And then Kathy says, good morning, Bob, and Amy says, good morning. And the Restream IO bot says, the chat is ready to display messages, ladies and gentlemen. This is that fascinating. That's how we do things here. The Bob Doyle Show, where it is 1 minute after the hour of 8 o'clock. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, I forgot. This is not morning radio. So, I'm going to stop doing anything that could be even remotely related to morning radio. Hold on a second. I'm getting a look. I'm going to show it to you right now. What's the look? Okay, what does that look for? I really felt like I was doing something wrong there for a second. Okay. Because we didn't, honestly, be honest with you. Can I be honest with you? We didn't have like a pre-show meeting. I didn't tell her anything I was going to do or not do, except for the one thing that I've broadcast that I'm going to do. So look, I want to start this show this morning like I start every show, and that's with a lesson. It's echoing. Is it still echoing?
I think it's because it's coming from here.
Hold on. I'm going to check and make sure I'm not. Oh.
Is it echoing for everybody else?
Hold on.
Technical difficulties.
They can't hear you.
Oh.
Okay. I am flabbergasted that I just noticed that just now. Okay. Now that should have echo. All right. So we're fine now, right? Everybody? Huh? How do you know? You're not listening.
Oh, I could be.
Should have echo. Okay, good. Now we have confirmed that it is in fact working, so now we will do the applause again. And now with confidence I can tell you to subscribe and click the bell because clearly this is a highly professional broadcast thing. Now, like I said, like I was trying to say before, we start the show. We start the show like today, like we start every show by saying shh in front of everything we say. Welcome to the Bob Doyle Show, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to subscribe and click the bell. What do we do here on the Bob Doyle Show? We do lots of things, but we always start with a little lesson in abundance. Now, those of you who are watching and who watch regularly and are saying to yourselves, no, we don't. You never have. Why are you saying this? To you, I would say, guys, will you please just go along with it for the first-time viewers? Thanks so much. All right, be sure to subscribe. Click the bell. A little lesson in abundance for you. Ladies and gentlemen, I implore you, if you want to bring more abundance into your life, please stop buying cheap paper towels. Am I right, Tracy?
Oh my goodness. Really?
Okay, she's incredulous that I'm talking about this, but ladies and gentlemen, because I care about you, the viewer,
Yes.
I'm not going to let her scoffing, which...
I'm
hold on. Let's just, if you're going to... Whoops, wrong. Go ahead. Now you're over here in the corner.
No, I'm over here.
I've got I'm like holding you in my hands like this.
Okay.
Yeah. You got to speak up. So what were you saying? Do you remember?
Oh my God. No.
Nope. Okay. Didn't think so.
Paper towels.
Paper towels.
Maybe that's the conversation we're having. Okay, so paper towels. So I always just bought cheap paper towels because you throw them away. Who really cares?
Mm-hmm.
But then there is a lusciousness to some really a little more expensive paper towel, and yeah.
No. Okay. Whatever the rationale is that you have, Bob, we're on a budget, etc. Fine. Oh, I could. You know what? I could talk 20 minutes on this.
Wasteful. Like, you know, you're just
It's not.
throwing money away.
Yeah. That's what they want you to think. That's what they want you to think with those cheap paper towels. Look how much money you're saving, guys. When you buy those cheap paper towels, and you tear them off, and you go, oh, I don't know, and you go to pick up the slightest spill, and it's sopping wet, and the spill is still there. You know what I'm talking about. So what do you have to do? You got to roll those suckers up like 4 times to equal the effectiveness of 1 square of a more premium brand. You don't have to buy the top of the line. I'm not saying you got to be a snoothead. I'm just saying something a little quilted, something, Bounty or above. Viva, or whatever
you
you're.
Get the soft one, the really soft one. That's the one I like.
That's.
I mean, this is what converted me was whatever you have, whatever's right now.
We'll just have to check the packaging. Although I think I just threw it away because we used the last one. Ladies and gentlemen, be sure to subscribe. Click the bell. It's disheartening, and you go, why do I do this to yourself? Every time you try to sop up something like that with those non-paper towels, you are affirming all sorts of stuff, like this is the best I deserve. Look.
Oh my gosh. You have a good point.
I have an excellent point. Let's clarify, it's not just good. It's excellent. All right, ladies and gentlemen, trust me. Just one time, just go, okay, I'll spend the $2 or $3 extra dollars for a 6-pack of the good stuff and see how long it lasts you. And remember, you don't have to do this anymore and fold. You just use one. And it's going to feel like it may as well be a bath towel at the finest 5-star hotel. When you hold that thing in your fingers, you go, oh my God, I can't wait to spill something again. Fill the bathtub. I want to absorb it. That's what you'll say. Is there fresh coffee made?
Yeah.
Okay. Rita or Ronnie or whoever's working today, we don't have either one of those, do we?
No.
Huh. Well, I obviously can't. Because I'm doing that. All right.
But now you got me laying here.
That's true.
Do you want to tell them why?
Yes, I sure do. Ladies and gentlemen, you'll notice that Tracy is laying on the sound lounge. And she might lay there a little longer. Do you want to pull your shirt down?
This is why I asked.
I know. Hey, it's all love here. This week, hold on, let me do it this way. This week, so you can see both of us. This week, did you start a watch party? Is that what you're doing? Yes, Tracy always starts watch. So as you'll see her lay there, she's watching her watch party. She is across the room from me on the Sound Lounge Practitioner, and we gave 5 demos on it last night. And as I'm talking right now, my voice is feeding the bed. Isn't that right?
Yes.
So all the low tones are giving her a little bit of a ride. So I wanted to show you if this works. So just an example. I'm going to put her back up there. So this is how I started the demo last night. Is I explained to people that the bed responds to low frequencies, and this is just an online tone generator. And so I'm going to hit play. Now, I don't know. It registers something on my meters here. So you may hear something, but my ear doesn't hear anything until it gets up into around 20, 30 hertz. So if this makes a weird, loud noise or whatever, I apologize. I just have never tested this before, but just check it out. So I'm going to hit play. Oh, we're going to actually hit the real one. And so right now she probably doesn't feel anything. But as I move it up, okay, that got real loud.
That's great.
Hold on. It shouldn't be that harsh though. I don't know why it must be feeding back or something. It wasn't doing that before. Oh, that's not good. Hold on. All right. Anyway, so that we would start the demo like that, only it it didn't do that loud, horrible noise that it just did for you. It just played the hum and fed their body, and then we did music and stuff. So we've just got this whole thing set up now so that it's laying. So she's sitting up, as you can see,
Yes.
which is great for if we're doing like virtual reality with the bed. If you're watching a video or a movie or something, and you want to see the screen and you want to be sitting up and feel all the sound going through the bed, that's what that's for as well. So, what else was I going to demonstrate with you being on that bed? Do you remember? I probably didn't tell you.
No, you didn't.
Let me just check by
You
it.
just told me to get on the
I
bed.
I did. But actually, we had our friend. I will say that Steve G. Jones was among those visiting last night, and he brought some friends of his as well, and we all put it on the bed, and we got some amazing feedback of all types responding to. I just kind of put together like a little 8-minute demo, and hold on, I'm going to bring you back up on the screen. Whoops, not there. Little 8-minute demo, and just ran everybody through it, and it was a ton of fun and great feedback. One woman said she felt like she was just leaving her body, and that she was like separating into all this just really cool, expansive sort of thing, which is definitely. And people normally, I thought that people would prefer just the low humming tones, just sort of that relaxed. But everybody who commented on it said they liked the third one, which was this really crazy, lots of beats and just throws your body. No, it doesn't throw your body, but it throws all these vibes through your body up and down. It's just crazy. And everybody liked that. Said it was really invigorating. And
Well, I think because it hits all the chakras, or
it hits all the
and
chakras.
that's luscious.
It is luscious. All right, Tracy, you don't have to sit there anymore.
I don't.
No, you can come over here
Aww.
if you want to. All right, ladies and
Nice to meet
gentlemen,
you.
that's Tracy. She's coming over here.
Okay, that was fun.
All right, Tracy, you want to weigh in on this paper towel thing anymore? Or are you good?
I think we're good.
All right, so everybody's going to just not buy paper towels. I have another question for you. This is a philosophical question. And by the way, if you're watching this because I said, hold on a second, I'm getting some questions. Oh, some questions about the secret. I will go back and answer your questions a bit later, maybe in the comments somehow.
We can't see the comments here.
Oh, sorry. Oh,
I'm
my
blind,
goodness.
I can't see them on
All
that
right,
tiny
ladies and
little
gentlemen.
thing right
So this is the part of the show where Tracy talks while
there.
I...
Richard said the sound lounge was the best.
Oh, there you go. One of the folks from last night.
Yay.
Hold on, we're getting these messages up.
We
Okay.
also had the Pasito glasses on last night too. So
That's
we
right.
got
We
some
had
good feedback.
we did the combo.
Yes.
Although we did not put anybody on the bed doing the glasses at the same time, which we
Right,
do have
or
the demo.
the bed with the VR. We didn't do that.
That's
one.
right. Because guys, we had 5 people to demo all this stuff for in a
Right.
finite amount of time. I mean, we couldn't
they
do
can come back
every,
anytime,
but they
just
can
like
come back
anyone else
just
can
like
come for a
anyone else can come for a
demo.
demo.
Yeah, come hang out.
Yeah, come hang out.
Get some,
healing.
healing.
So anyway, that is an open invite to any of you who are in the Las Vegas area and would like to try out this amazing technology. So here, I have another question for you.
What is that?
So I've been sharing. Oh wait, I was going to say, if you're watching this to learn about the 3D pictures for your phone, stay tuned. Don't get frustrated with me. This is how I do my show. I get comments like, 20 minutes in, you haven't talked about the app. Okay, well, guess what? First timer, this is how I do it. I ramble for a bit, and then I get to it when I'm good and ready.
Right.
I want you to hang with the ramble.
Right.
You got to get to know me and Tracy.
Right.
Right now I probably seem pompous and arrogant, and you don't know what to make of me.
Yeah.
You're probably leaning towards not liking me very much, but I promise. Ask all these people. I'm a likable guy.
You're a really likable
Yeah,
guy.
people just want to
I
help
don't
me all
find
the
you
time.
pompous or arrogant,
Thanks, Tracy.
Yeah.
That would be weird if you did.
right? That's true.
Tell me about this boyfriend of yours. Well, he's pompous. He's arrogant.
He's the best.
All right, sorry. Is it paper conversation next? Well,
Oh, actually, it could be, but that's definitely need to.
don't along the
just
same lines.
along the same lines.
Whatever your rationale is for buying single ply, if you're doing it, you must stop or you will forever be locked into poverty. As absurd as that sounds, you can't do that to yourself.
There is some
Validity?
validity.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
They didn't choose me for the secret because I got a bunch of crazy ideas. They chose me because they said, that guy, whatever he says, regardless of how crazy it seems, like if he starts rambling on about toilet paper or paper towels, there's a hidden message. This is all the secret people say. There's a hidden message, and you should listen. And if you didn't catch it the first time, watch the replay and invite 5 friends to do the same.
Nice.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So anyway, I've been eating mostly meatless products now for a while. I mean, I do occasionally jump into the pool and eat something that used to have a face, but for the most part, I'm not doing that. And that includes like the Beyond Burgers and stuff like that.
Right.
Now, I saw some post the other day, and you know how you see posts on Facebook or whatever, like, these are the same ingredients as dog food, right? So now, whenever I open up the pack, I can only smell dog food. But but I eat it anyway because it's really good. Now, here's my question for you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and even you, Mortimer.
Okay.
It's his real name. If we found out for Scherzels, now this is all under the supposition that you love this stuff, you eat it all the time.
Okay.
Or eat it enough. If you found out that, in fact, this stuff was dog food, like literally just repackaged, because technically it's not poison. If you found out, if they came out and said, all of this brand, this brand, this brand, all dog food, would you continue to eat it?
Okay, so I'm going to take the position of dogs are mammals, and as long as it's healthy for my body and it tastes good, I don't care if, because, you know, we don't feed our dog food, really.
Right.
We feed her unprocessed food, but we're not normal. But, so I guess that's my answer. So I guess the answer is yes, with the qualifications that it's, you know, sourced well, it tastes good, it is good for my body.
All right, what about you at home, ladies and gentlemen? Would you eat plant-based products if you found out that, in fact, they were a dog food? If you already ate them. Like, to me, like, I got a freezer of it. They sell it at Albertsons now. It's great. You used to have to go to, like, a Whole Foods or a Sprouts, but no, now my local grocer
Yes.
has...
So we've moved to the fake meat. Now we have to move to just lots more vegetables.
Well,
you know, not processed stuff.
It's one thing to get me to eat fake meat when it tastes
on it.
really good, but to get me to go to a lot of vegetables, now you are bulking
healthy.
Up a bit. Just give me some supplements that, you know, they got pills that imitate fruits and veggies.
We have those.
Yeah. Well, let's do that.
Uh-huh.
Now we're going to get all these Juice Plus people. Hey, I can set you up. Euphoria has it too?
Euphoria fills in all the gaps.
Oh, I see. Right. So I don't have to do all that, right?
Yes, but yes, it's fuel for your body, so you want to have the most
fuel,
yummy stuff, not things that slow your body down.
All right,
or cause cancer.
I'm not welcome to Hungary. Yes, you have told me I'm the king, Ava. So wait, no one's answering the question about.
See, Adam said
no.
Yeah, GMO
more so because
products, exactly.
Also, most dog food is processed with all sorts of bad chemicals
Which is
and
why
ingredients.
Harper doesn't eat it.
All right.
Harper's my puppy.
That's right. We're talking dog food politics. We're taking your calls. 1-800-DOG-FOOD. 1-800-DOG-FOOD. Hello. Hello. Is this Bob? No, it's Tracy. Yes, it's Bob. I was wondering about the dog food.
Oh my
what are you wondering about? Is it really? What if dogs found out that it was actually human food they were eating? Would they continue to eat it? You know what? We need a phone screener. Oh crap. Okay, so first I missed the shirt, but now I also missed that you didn't. Oh man. She's got some bohemian in her, and so sometimes.
I forgot to shave this morning.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank God I don't have to do that. Just saying.
Why is okay?
Grateful.
How come? See, your folks are answering the questions.
My folks are cool.
They are. Why can't they turn into my folks by jumping on to the actual Facebook feed or going over to YouTube like Ava's doing and Robert's do or Rohan.
Okay, so instead of being on my watch party, you go to the BobDoyleShow.com.
Well, I gotta
it
tell
takes
you,
you
I have
directly.
mixed feelings about it now.
Oh wait, well actually that's not, because that's YouTube, right? If they go to the URL, they get on YouTube. It doesn't matter where they watch. Doesn't matter where they watch.
So wait.
They're watching.
Doesn't matter where
We're
they watch, they're
happy that you're
watching.
with us.
Doesn't
That's
matter where they
all
watch,
that
they're watching.
matters.
That seems like.
See, I'm monitoring these chats. You monitor that chat, and it's good. She really does. What did I do? I don't know.
It doesn't matter where they watch, they're watching. We got to choreograph that. Let's do two shoulders. We got, doesn't matter where they watch, they're watching. So two left shoulders.
Wait.
All right. Doesn't matter where they watch, they're watching. Let's do that.
God.
All right.
Okay.
Just one
No,
time.
no, I think
Come
we're
on.
good. We're
No,
good.
we have to do it at
Oh
least
my
once.
God. Okay.
Doesn't matter where they watch. Come on now.
Wait.
Doesn't
This
matter.
one?
No, left.
Left.
Doesn't matter where they watch, they're watching. Okay, like that.
Okay.
One. This is it. Doesn't matter where they watch, they're watching. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you're gonna want to subscribe and click the bell
I play along.
so that you don't miss the next choreography lesson with me and Tracy.
Yeah, because I'm sure you'll want to tune into that.
Okay. Should we get into this app before there's a riot?
How were your folks too, Bob? Adam.
Oh, thank you, Adam.
See?
All right.
You're loved.
Yeah. All right, so should I talk about the app? Does anybody care?
Yes, the app is amazing.
All right.
And just to say, I'm going to get a new phone on Friday because this
Ladies
one
and
does
gentlemen.
not hold a charge anymore. I'm struggling every day to just find outlets to plug it in because it just drains so quickly. So
Yeah,
it's
normally we don't like to derail here on the Bob Doyle
No,
Show,
but-
this is a major leap, ladies and gentlemen. She's not just getting a new phone.
I'm switching to an iPhone, which means I have to learn all new stuff.
Ladies,
That's what I'm going to be doing this weekend.
that's right. We've been maintaining a relationship, an iOS Android relationship, successfully for 9 and something months. And now,
Yeah, now it's time.
no, wait, do you think that'll throw off the
Right.
balance? That's my mom. The more I read about food, the more I think that we should just stop eating. That's my mom, ladies and gentlemen.
I love it.
Gotta let the audience laughter die down. Takes a second. There we go. All right, I think we're free and clear.
So the new phone, the iPhone, the 11 Max Pro, has
new
really cool cameras, right? And so with this app that Bob's going to show you, it's really cool what you can do.
But the good news is this app works even with earlier versions of
Really?
the phone. It's just that the
Is it just
accuracy
iPhone?
that I would have loved to have cared enough to research, but I did not. So I don't know. So here's what I would recommend you guys. If you're on an Android and you like the concept of what we're going to show you, just
Yeah,
go
I
to your
can
Play Store or wherever you get your apps and just do a search for 3D photo and see what shows up. Because that's what I did. We were at an event the other day, an art event, and
Oh my God, our friend Laurent is the most incredible photographer I've ever seen. Just saying.
there you go. So we were there at a show, and somebody there had a phone with a special screen that would show you 3D images without any sort of glasses. Like you'd look at it and you'd see the depth and all of that. Kind of like the Nintendo 3DS and some other things like that. So it was but it got me excited about 3D pictures again. And this iPhone 11, although it has 3 freaking cameras up there, still doesn't take a stereo picture. So it's not but it does do depth sensing and all that, which makes those other apps that I show you possible. But this app basically simulates a 3D image using algorithms or whatever to determine depth and all that based on either what they're seeing in the picture or what it knows from, if you do have one of these cameras that senses the depth, what it has there. You don't have to, I'm not going to quiz you on that. All right, so here is it. The app is called Pop Pic on the iPhone, and this is the profile page, and that is a picture of me.
Nice. I love that. Just
All right,
saying.
so this app allows you to take a picture from within the app, or you can import any picture. And from iPhone users will know that you've got something called portrait pictures that are taken with this camera that have some of that depth information in there. And then there's just regular photos. So this along the top here, oh, you can't see it. I cut it off by accident. But it says right above these pictures, it has a tab where you can select Pop Pics, Portrait, or All Photos. Now, Pop Pics are pictures that I've already loaded in here and applied the 3D image to. I posted this one last night. So this is, so this was last night. We had some folks over and we set up our little soda drink station. And I just took a 2D image with this app, and it simulates 3 dimensions just automatically. So I thought this was a really cool example of it.
Yes.
Right. And the portrait mode pictures that we took with portrait, it would take, let's say, this one. And it just automatically calculates all that depth. And that's a great example because, look, we've got the thing up there in the front. That my coat or whatever room.
We were on an airplane.
In an airplane, yep. And then you could tell there's some depth in Tracy. Now, this is a good example. I can show you some of the stuff. Now, it took this image and it calculated like layers, like this is in front, this is in back, and it did a pretty good job of it. But along the bottom, you'll see where it says filter, effect, focus, and share. If I click on focus, now, first of all, you can see that the background is appropriately blurred and all that. But if I adjust the aperture, I can actually bring that back into focus like that and determine the blur. But I can also tell it where in the image depth do I want it to focus. Like you can see I'm in focus right now. Tracy's a little bit blurry, and then the back is very blurry. But if I click on Tracy's face, she becomes this. She's more focused, if you can tell. If I click on the background now, it becomes more focused. Wait, do it. There. And we're completely blurry. But all the depth is there. So we get total flexibility as to where the focus lies. So that's pretty cool, right? Okay. And so then along with the focus, we've got your basic filters, which change, you know what filters are. It just kind of changes the overall look. Right? Filters. Then we have effects, which are kind of interesting. So again, it takes, these effects are used with the layer information that it has. So the spotlight effect basically takes out, and I can get with that slider, adjust how far back it takes out the background. So it doesn't work with all images very well because you see like a halo around her head and all of that. Spot color.
I have a halo.
Well, of course you do, my angel. Spot color makes the background black and white and the foreground images color. So I think I can, like, with that slider, I can move Tracy, since she's a little further back, into black and white. See? Pretty cool. Let's go to your comments, see what you're saying. Hello, thank you, we love you both. Okay, guys, you should be saying this app is the coolest thing ever. Let's get back to it. Okay, fog, simulates fog images. Again, put Tracy a little bit in the fog. This is actually a great image to demonstrate this. Mirror just does some crazy, you know, I don't know when you would use this.
It's kind of fun.
Cloning, tiling, I don't like any of these. This is kind of an interesting one, just for the effect.
Oh, that's cool.
That it has. The reverse of that.
That looks oddly.
This one has like animation to it because you can export these as videos, which I'll show you in just a second.
Oh my. Oh, that's trippy. That would be fun to like.
Look at her think.
Yes.
So again, just kind of some cool.
I like
What
it.
does that one do? That.
Amy says it's awesome. Nori gave us lots of purple hearts.
Hi, Nori.
How do we see your phone? Mind-boggling. Oh, Hillary. Oh my gosh. When you're in town, you guys have to come over and see his whole setup. It's pretty amazing.
That's
The
right.
app
ladies
is
and gentlemen.
called
Pop
Pics.
Pics.
It's on
or
the
Pop
iPhone,
Pic, yeah.
and don't know exactly what.
So you've seen filter and effect and focus. So now let me show some of the sharing options.
Okay.
Oh, actually, hold on. Since this was an external picture, I'm going to bring this into. I clicked import to bring it into the app, so that it's saved, and now I have a little bit more options. So for sharing,
Okay.
if I wanted to make a Facebook post, which is what I've been doing a lot of lately, I'll click on Facebook post and then it'll basically give me the instructions. I just click through, choose photo. So now it goes to Facebook. I choose photo. I choose the photo I want to do. I hit done, and then it will click on make 3D. I click on make 3D. It does a little thing, and now it's ready to post on Facebook, and that's what people are seeing. I did notice that it doesn't work with the Opera browser, which is what I use on my desktop, because it's just not such a pig as Chrome, but this does give the 3D effect in Chrome. Now, as far as I know, you can only post them in Facebook as a primary post. You can't post these 3D as comments.
Okay.
And as far as I know, doing it from within the app like that is the way to do it. So I'm gonna hold on.
Say hi.
Demoing the 3D app live on the Bob Doyle Show. Period. Look at that. It worked. Boom.
Nice.
Probably should have left a link or something, but who has that kind of time?
Whatever. It's all good.
All right. So there it is. And that's how it appears as you scroll through on the timeline. It does this really cool sort of, yeah, like that. All right, let me get back to the app. Now, that's one way you can share. Another way you can share is, well, if you click image, then again, I can attach it to any of your sharing options. Mm-hmm. But what I don't know is if I send you an image in Messenger, for example, will you get a 3D copy? Let's find out.
I guess. Well,
So
I don't know if I can check. Can I do that while I'm on my...
Well, you could pop back in, I think. So now I just shared it with Tracy.
If I lose y'all, I'm sorry.
We'll see what happens. Then the other thing you can do is share it as a video.
No, it didn't.
Okay, so it just sent her a still image, which looks nice, but yeah, it doesn't. So it's not 3D. But now,
no, because if I click on it, it's still it does. Yeah, it's not 3D.
So now for exporting, obviously there's an Instagram option down there, and then there's saving it, which will save it to your library. As this is creating a video, okay? And so you'll see where it says motion, there's wiggle. I'm going to click orbit.
Okay, I just lost everybody.
You should be able to join back on.
And my watch party?
I guess. Is it still?
Okay, we're not playing that again.
Right.
Next time, I'm not. I think I just lost everybody. I'm sorry.
Go check to your notifications. See if there's anything about.
No.
Well.
Is the watch party still alive? Can somebody tell me? I don't know.
All right. Anyway, let's get back to this for just a moment.
Well, I know, but I'm missing people.
Okay, well, worst case scenario, you can start another one.
I guess I have to.
Luckily, we're in a commercial right now, and no one's seeing any of this, so we can just
I know, I feel bad.
keep talking about. No, you feel great.
Yeah, see,
Look.
it stopped. Oh no, wait, I don't know. Is this live?
It says live. What's the app called? Okay, that's cool. Write a comment. You're fine. See, all this
Downloading
worry.
it now. Adam's downloading it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, everything is fine.
We're good.
Be sure to subscribe and click the bell. Now, as we're back, ladies and gentlemen, from the commercial. So you saw none of that conversation.
Right. I'm still here, he says. That's good. Thank you.
Yeah, awesome. So anyway, orbit and then sway is another predefined motion. Like that.
Ooh, that's
and
cute.
then custom, and which is what I normally do, which allows you to choose any of these, but also the strength of it and the speed. For example, I normally will do something like this one or that because I think it's more dramatic. I'll take the speed down and maybe the strength up. So you got this dramatic sort of like
Oh
that.
my goodness.
And it really shows it. And then you hit apply, enhancing HD, and then I click on save. So now, and that just goes to my phone photo album, and then I can save it as or upload it as a video. And there it is. Whoops. Oh, now it's, well, all right.
Wow. Airplane.
Not working. Because AirPlay's taken over, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Pop Pick
Fun app.
on the iPhone. Let's hear your
Yes.
comments. Can't wait. Cool. It is awesome. The hearts, as you said, you look so entertained. Tracy. Tommy is here saying hello.
I know, I got a whole bunch of people here. Hillary, Shannon, Fulia, Adam, Sonia, George.
We're doing the romper room thing.
I know, I love romper room.
All right, so I had this thought this morning.
Uh-oh. You never know.
And it's about this show.
Uh-oh. Okay. What is it?
Well, as we're doing demos and things like that, I find us, like, we're talking about the Salt Room. We're talking about local things a lot. And I'm thinking, what if this was just, this is total brainstorming. What if this was just a local show that we happen to stream? In other words, we take it out of, we could still do it
Take
from
it out
here.
of the studio.
Well, we could
and
still
go...
take it. We could still, we could still be the source of the show, but just feed it. So, oh, I just got so much more sound in my headphones.
Fascinating.
Weird. Yeah, so that we could more formally bring in local people and local businesses and give, like get Ava in here on a regular basis and really
bring
highlight.
her to the studio?
Yeah, and,
I think that's a great
and like
idea.
highlight the local, so that locally we get known for doing that.
I love it.
And maybe we can get on an actual broadcast thing or get some support and do it like that.
Yes.
And still
I
try to
think
make
that
it
would be fun.
entertaining enough where people who were not Las Vegas locals. But it would still be this, but just with a more outright, we're local kind of thing. So we don't have to stay so generic. We can focus more local things. The show has more value because it's more focused here in Las Vegas. So we go out there and say, we've got a local show. We're featuring local things, and it's
So have guests on actually come here and do this. And so
yeah,
we're not on
from
location.
That's well,
'Cause
or we
do
could
stuff
be,
on
or we
location.
absolutely could
we
be.
already do that.
We could absolutely do that. I mean, basically, it's the same thing. We just own that it's a local thing and try to get some. What do you guys think, ladies and gentlemen? We need your feedback because I can't make decisions without you.
I think they might
That's
still
not
watch.
true.
Because
Can I have this?
actually, yeah.
Some of this.
Yes.
Oh, look at that! Guess what color this is that I'm drinking?
Green. That is so cool.
That's watered down too.
Well, yeah.
It is.
The
Is that
ice
the
is melted.
lemon lime, whatever.
It's my lemon lime.
It's her lemon lime.
Well, that's the Melaleuca stuff.
Oh, that's not our
Nope.
Neo drops. Okay.
Nope.
So anyway, folks, some feedback. Local show. You don't care because none of you are local. Is that true? Richard was watching. He's local.
Richard's local. Yes, Hillary's sad, and Hillary's definitely not local. But there
No.
are so many great people in Vegas with fab mindsets. It is true. We have a really great community here. No
Yeah,
question
and we're going to
about
get
it.
them all on this bed and in those glasses. I'm on a mission.
And we were talking about this, like, yes, Bob and Tracy want to get
Get
you
you
in
into bed. Guys, it writes itself marketing wise. For Luscious Living Lifestyle, why would we not do that? We have to do that. We have to say
it works.
and then we
It's
have to say
cute.
and then we have to post social media pictures with people who we've got in here, gotten in the bed. So and then they post, I was in bed with Bob and Tracy or whatever.
Oh.
Right. And then there's just a harmless picture of the three of us sitting there. Nothing. It's all just the wording. It's all just
Marketing.
marketing, guys. Marketing.
It's a fun play on words.
And it's a fun it's all is forgiven once you get on this thing.
Yes.
However, whatever marketing tricks we had to use to get you on this thing, all will be forgiven once you get on it.
So next Wednesday we need a guest. Is that what? Like, I could totally set that up.
We should get Ava in here as a guest.
Okay. So Ava, if you're watching, Wednesday, 8 a.m., our house.
No pressure.
No pressure.
That's if I'm not in jury duty.
So, how many of you have done jury duty?
I have to go in. I have to make my call, my night before call to make sure I have to go in.
They have to call tonight.
And so I have to call tonight at 6 to find out if I have to go to jury duty. And folks, I got to tell you, I've done jury duty. I've been called in for jury duty several times. I've been chosen once. And this time I got it. And of course, your brain immediately goes to, how do I get out of this? Now, look, some of you are going, not mine. It's a right, and I cherish it. And God bless you. You are a great American. As a self-employed person, you immediately start thinking, oh my God, I can't, if you're a person who works to,
Right. It's not like, oh, I get time off of work.
right, because
Because I'm
they
still
pay you
getting
$40,
paid.
right?
Right.
Yeah, so that's the
It's
days
not
I
that.
can't work,
It's
and
not
so
that.
so regardless of your patriotic duty or right,
Right.
you
Shannon's
it's
done
very
that.
difficult to not go there. So you
Right.
start thinking, well, how can I get out of this? But this time I was just like, you know what? Tracy and I are just getting ready to ramp up with all this stuff in the bed and everything. We're only going to get busier as time goes on.
If you're gonna do it now.
So just get it done.
Right. So for me, I went to jury duty once and then was excused. So I sat there for almost a whole day. They didn't select me and I went home. The second time I was chosen for a murder trial, and it was a week-long ordeal, and it was not fun. And I also was chosen to I drew the short straw and had to
Be the
give the
foreperson.
sentencing for guilty, and it is just the worst. I hope to never ever have to do that, like be involved in any of that ever again. It was.
Is it
not-
worse or not as bad as an MRI?
Oh, okay. So, okay, I had an MRI on Monday because I have been getting migraines.
Hold on, you didn't answer the
and
question.
I'm gonna,
Oh.
and lower back. Well, no, there's a reason.
We gotta build
because
to it, ladies
I
and
really
gentlemen.
had to go for 2 MRIs, but they did it all at once. Thank the Lord, because I am slightly claustrophobic, and I'm like, oh yeah, MRI, no big deal. I'm sure I'll be fine. And I was not. I really was not okay. It was really difficult. Honestly, I didn't like, first, you lay down and I closed my eyes. And so because I was doing the head thing, they put this cage over your head, which I didn't realize that that's what he was doing because I had my eyes closed. Because I was like, okay, I'm just going to like meditate into this, right? I'm just going to zone out. So he puts me in there, and for whatever reason, I opened my eyes, and that was a bad idea because all I see is a cage like directly over my head, this little mirror, I can see my own eyes, and as I look down, a tunnel, and I totally felt entombed, and I panicked. So my guy had to get out. So, he took me out. The guy was so lovely. I mean, really, really, I'm sure he deals with this a lot, but needless to say, I didn't expect to have to deal with this. Oh, sorry. And so we had to, anyway, next time, if I ever need to have that done, we'll be sedated because it was not okay. It was really difficult. And I've been, sick, so I had a cough, so I had to have him take me out so I could sit up and cough because, So,
I've had 2.
but the murder trial was worse because the MRI was only an hour. This was a whole week long, and the photos I had to see, the stories I had to listen to. I don't watch horror movies. I don't watch drama, crime scene, any
Yeah.
of that stuff. I don't like that in my life.
Yep.
And
It's
I,
really
and I was
invasive.
I was faced with it, right?
Yeah, that's so- I mean, nobody
Yeah.
takes that seriously. That
No.
aspect of like you're putting images into my head that I will never be able to
I
unsee.
can never forget any part of that whole ordeal.
That can create trauma in a juror, and they're just sitting there minding their own business, being a citizen, and they get this letter in the mail that says we're going to mess with you for the rest of your life, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Honestly, I never thought about it that way, but you're absolutely right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah.
So anyway, I don't know what
So, yeah.
so I don't know how long. I'm hoping for option A, which is I call tonight and they say, you know what, you're good. Just you have served your duty. And if not, I just got to be okay. Just make sure my phone is charged and whatever, and just settle in.
Yep.
I got to go into vacation mode on Fiverr.
Yes.
that.
Okay, so Hillary says a friend of hers wrote a book, How to Sleep Your Way to Success. I am on board. I love sleeping. AKA make money while you sleep with your website. Very smart.
I see. You
That's
guys
good.
watching my feed have been quiet since Lisbeth said, do you have to do that? And I don't know if she's talking about going local with the show. Look, guys, we got to get more viewers on this show. Well, I mean, I'm doing this for...
Share.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, how do we make the show more valuable? Right now, it's just this mishmash of me saying,
just-
Tracy, do this. And seeing if she'll do it. That's basically what the show... But it doesn't have to be because
I'll
we
play along for the most part.
because we do know a lot of really cool people here. We
Amazing
could do a
people.
total. We
Oh
could
my
have a lot of
gosh.
fun with a local Vegas
Yes.
show, and really put time into it and create something that has value, so that it pays for itself, and it makes it worth doing what we're doing, and helps us build our Luscious Living brand and the whole thing. So,
Ideas. We're up for ideas.
yeah, I'm just saying maybe we create a whole new show, but we couldn't do this one too, unless it was
But
just
I like this one.
well, it would be the other one would still be fun. Otherwise, we wouldn't do it.
This is just us chilling with people.
Yeah, we
I
need to
kinda
do this in
like
Luscious Living,
that.
though.
Well, we could have a Luscious Living one. We could have 2 shows. Why can't we have 2 shows? What do you think?
I don't
We're
know,
taking
but
calls.
Amy says I'm right, so whatever that
Amy
we're
says
just
you're
I can
right.
put
Oh,
that
that
I
could
can
be
put that to
dangerous.
anything, anything I've
That
said
is
over the
really
past
dangerous.
45 minutes.
That is really dangerous.
I'm right.
I don't know. Got to do it and see. See, Hillary? Yeah, I agree with you. Let's just do it and see what happens.
Well, I do want to do it,
Yeah.
so we got to get that going. How do we get
Okay.
that done? I don't know. We don't have to worry about the cursed hows. We just have to see it and feel it, and we've put it out there. So
Correct.
who knows who's going to see this? What's this vast growing audience? I can feel it growing right now. Can't you? Mm-hmm. Me too.
You know how to manifest.
Uh-huh.
You teach this stuff.
I just need clarity first, but now I've got it. See,
See, now can you feel into it?
hold on.
Okay, good.
But it makes me sleepy. Okay,
Well, that's no.
I have another question for you.
Yeah, and then get the interviewees to share with your list. So
Yes.
so one of the companies I've got is starspr.com, STARRZPR.com, and it's all about interview
Did you
marketing.
pay for that?
I snuck it in. But that's exactly right, Hillary. It's interview marketing, and that is definitely, this has been just kind of a play thing. We had,
Yeah, that's right. We're putting on a play. All this is scripted, and we rehearse it all week.
but
and
to
this
do
is
an
the-
interview show, that's, how you.
Yeah, that's why we started that. When I first met Tracy, we were
Yeah, we
doing
were-
exactly that. We just,
Then we-
but now
me too.
instead it's about local. It's Vegas. It's not law of attraction. It's not any of that. It's like, who are we going to feature that's cool? Who are we going to spotlight?
Well, I think
Oh, she's gonna
if we
try.
do it under the Luscious brand, we obviously are going to focus on Vegas people because they're here and easy. But if we have friends like Hillary who come in from out of town, they could be on the show, and they're just, they're
Oh
luscious.
yeah, we'll always have that.
She's luscious.
Oh yeah. There's no rules per
Right.
se.
Okay.
It's
I just don't
we-
want to make it like a Vegas show because if that's the case, actually, there's this idea that we go to all these like secret places in Vegas and like
Vegas secrets.
Vegas.
Secrets.
No more secrets in Vegas
Or something.
or something. Wouldn't that be
Anyway.
fun?
We,
Did you really just drop that in your coffee?
I did.
What was it?
A guitar pick. That sounds good. I'll take a
been
pound of
sick.
that to go. Okay.
Sorry.
Hi, Xavier, who's saying,
my
oh boy,
goodness.
it's something and who knows what.
Do 2 shows, one with guests and one with just us. I think I like that. I agree.
Okay, who's paying for all this production? It's time for this show to monetize, my friends. We are on a mission. We're putting people on this bed, we're putting them in the glasses, and we're getting their
We're
lives
creating
luscious.
luscious experiences.
That's right.
Yes.
That's what we're doing.
Yes. That's why we're also tying in VR, and at some point, I think, going to have some packages that are just different programs that we've created, which really get you into the state of, lusciousness.
One day I want to do just a live randomly during the day of of how we're combining VR.
Yeah,
Just
it's
sort of-
incredible. Last night, I was out of this world, quite literally. I was on the bed with the VR, the Quest.
That bed.
That one, the Quest. And I was doing 360 videos because there's a whole section of that
On YouTube.
on YouTube, and you can watch that through the Quest, and it was remarkable.
So
It
she's
was
in
so
this
cool.
360 environment. The sound and music is going through the bed. So
Yeah.
she's getting this rumbling. So it's great for roller coaster
Totally
videos.
immersive. Oh yeah, that was great.
Get on a roller coaster and it just feels like,
You're on a roller. I mean, like
because
it
the
just
rumbling is going through the
feels
bed, it feels
so-
amazing.
It's so great.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Now, Xavier is calling me Bob the Clumsy. Did I?
What is that? Oh,
Oh, because I just dropped
yeah,
a
yeah,
guitar.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right. That's right.
The attention span on my show. I was
You could
watching.
get sponsors by Lush Cosmetics. What a great idea!
Boy, that would be great. I like those things.
Oh! Thank you. That's good.
That would be.
That's great.
Yeah. Then we get free dry shampoo. I get that they have this shampoo that is, I don't know why I like it so much because nobody else appreciates it. But it's a, they have those little cake dry shampoo things. They're great for traveling or
Great.
whatnot. And but the one that I got from them is like a smoky coffee something or other.
Ooh.
And so it actually, your hair smells smoky at the end. And I don't know why I thought that was cool. I still think it's cool. But it does make your hair smell. I think there's some, I swear I think there's some. No, that's hand soap. I don't think I have any. Okay. Anyway, Lush
Great
us
idea.
living,
Love
right?
it.
Lush
Love
us.
it.
There's a million things we could do together. So if we get on that. All right, thank you,
We'll do that.
Hillary.
Yes.
So now I can't even get coffee because I've got a pick in it. I mean, I could, but anyway. All right, so we've talked. So the last, well, it's not the last thing.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes, I make notes on my phone about, like, I'll be walking around my everyday life and I go, oh, this is a topic on the show, or this is something to develop something we can talk about on the show. And I was scrolling back through this morning and I found one that I don't think we've addressed on this, and I don't know that I think it's more of just a concept that it's just funny to think about. But anyway, the note was Caligula the musical featuring Sha Na Na. That was the random idea. Caligula, the musical, featuring Sha Na Na. I think it's one of those things where you don't actually ever produce that bit.
I don't.
You just you just have the concept, and that's it.
Just putting all of those words together.
Right, Caligula.
Put just that word right there.
The musical.
I mean, just
right. If you just say Caligula, you're already uneasy. The musical, you're going, now what?
God.
What would that look and sound like?
Yes.
And then
who's seen
to answer,
Caligula?
as if to answer that question, you say, well,
wow.
here's what it might look and sound like because it's featuring Sha Na Na. So it's a big doo-wop Caligula. See, there you go. I got a good minute out of that.
That was fascinating. Definitely fascinating. Yes.
Any comments on Caligula?
Bob could play a tune or two on his guitar, uke, or guitar. That's always entertaining. Yes. Where is your?
It's not in here, luckily.
No,
So every Wednesday we have been meeting with a group of people to do the 300 list, which we will not ask Tracy to explain for the zillionth time. In essence, it's a list of 300 things you want to be, do, and have. Huh?
An experience in your life.
Oh, she added to it. Anyway, so yeah, we just get together and we work on the list together. It's just a cool little environment of creativity, and we get on the lounge. We usually go to our friend Craig's, who runs Holistic Health Science,
Right.
which is the creator of that right there.
Yep.
But Craig can't host it this week, so this week we're hosting it here.
Yes.
So we're having,
coming over.
only one's confirmed, but we're going to hope it's a bunch.
Anyway.
And then we'll show them what we're doing with our luscious lounge here and all that. It'll be fun. But what was I saying about that? Oh, yeah. So to communicate with all of us, they created a text group in a messenger app called Telegram.
Which I haven't downloaded yet.
Well, she hasn't downloaded it yet. And you know what? I don't blame her, because why do we need another freaking messenger app? Now, I'm saying it like condescendingly, like all high and mighty, like I've researched this and I know that we don't. I don't mean to say that. Because I really don't. Because, okay, we've got Facebook Messenger, which we use the majority of the time.
Right.
We've got our phone messengers, but because she is on Android and iOS, it's not great.
No.
But that's going to improve.
Fixed.
Oh, we'll be able to FaceTime now. We'll be able to do audio messages back and forth.
The audio messages, I have to say, that is such a gift with the iPhone, because I'll have friends send me voice messages as a text, which is great, but I can't do it back.
But we do have that ability with Facebook Messenger, and so WhatsApp also has that and all those features. Like not quite sure why we needed a WhatsApp. I know that it's internationally it's used a lot more than some of these others, so I'm not sure if it's a Facebook thing. And then so now there's this Telegram. That's the new one. I don't know what the difference between that and WhatsApp is.
I hadn't even heard of it until last week. So,
like, why do we need all of these things? So Xavier says Telegram is fine, but yeah, why?
Yeah.
Why do we need that? Why is it better than WhatsApp or any of these other solutions? I mean, it seems to do the same stuff. You can attach images, you can do video chat, you can do groups. Can't you do groups in WhatsApp? Of course you can. I mean, that's how they were doing it before.
Yeah.
So, like, why did they move to Trello, to Telegram? That's what I guess we'll just need to find out. And I'm sure there's other ones. If we just found out about Telegram.
I'm sure. Well, you know what? The other one, Voxer.
Voxer, right? That's
which
been around for a
reminds me-
really long
Gosh, I
time.
totally need to check in with a friend of mine. But Voxer, I mean, it's cool. It's kind of like a walkie-talkie sort of thing, if you guys remember the Nextel phones. But it's just, I mean, with all the other ones,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's the world competition. Everybody's got to have their own little thing. I don't know.
It's the world competition. Telegram is more secure, Xavier says.
Okay. Well, see, it's not like I'm, talking
Yeah,
top secret anything.
Oh, I am. Everything I say.
We have Alexa. They know it all.
You'll notice that she's muted today.
Ooh.
Because we are going to be talking about such sensitive information.
I see.
Have we done that? Have we talked about sensitive
Do you
information?
really know that she's muted? If she's not,
No.
it's just,
Absolutely not.
Right? They can
That
probably
all
still
that
hear.
all that means is it says don't respond when you hear them say this word.
But she's still recording, I'm sure.
I'm sure
Because
she is.
somebody's sitting there going, "Oh yeah, got to listen to Bob and Tracy today. There might be something juicy."
Right. Like they might talk about that bed and glasses.
Somebody at
again.
the FBI is all over us.
Jury duty.
Right.
Oh, why do you have to do that in the jury? That's what Lisbeth was talking about. It's just a responsibility as a citizen of the country
Oh yes.
to respond to these summons, and you have to go.
Right.
You can be fined, etc. if you don't
Right.
at least follow the procedure.
Correct.
So that the hassle, if it was like 15 minutes down the road, I'd really not have a problem with it. But I have to go to
You would.
North. I'd have less of a problem with it. But I have to go to North Vegas and go up the 15. It's from like I'm gonna have 7 o'clock in the morning, like rush hour if there is one.
I don't think that 7 o'clock in the morning is rush hour.
It's not.
Well, if you have
it
to
was
be
in
there at
Atlanta.
7?
No, I got to be there at 8.
Oh. Then maybe. I don't know. I guess.
Waze will tell me.
I'm going to say that, when you call, it's just going to be, don't worry about it. We got you. Thanks for calling in.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Yes.
You're good.
Everyone, if you all hold
We
the
all
vision.
hold the intention.
That's
that
right.
Bob calls and gets that notice. And
That's right,
doesn't
that
have to
I'm
go.
good.
That would be great.
Yeah, and if I don't get that, I'm going to know that some of you just freaking slacked off and just said, you know what, I'm not going to do it. The other people will do it. It was like voting. My intention isn't going to count.
Right.
It will, and if I end up in jury duty, it's going to be on you.
I'm still sick. I'm sorry. You make me laugh too hard. It
I-
hurts.
Did you see how she turned it into a compliment? Oh, goodness gracious me, oh my.
So sorry, guys.
The only thing on my list that I didn't talk about is pancakes and cinnamon buns.
Oh, pancakes and cinnamon buns.
Yeah, because we this week we made pancakes. Now I don't eat pancakes a lot. It's very rare. Pancakes, waffles. I mean,
Yes.
since like sweet breakfasts aren't normally my thing. I like eggs.
Yes.
I do eat cereal, which is sweet, but like pancakes, that's a whole different level. But this week, she had some gluten-free pancake mix or whatever that we were told was good.
Yes, my friend Judy gave it to us.
JudyMorio.com. And so
She's local.
I made them and put berries on them. And was that butter the fake butter? You little sneak. Some vegan butter thing. And it was quite tasty. And I was like, I liked having pancakes today. That was the day I said it. Then last night, we asked that Steve G. Jones, they asked, what can we bring? We said, bring something sweet. So we brought cinnamon buns, right? Again, cinnamon rolls. From someplace, they were like cutting a wedge. And again, that's not something I do very often because I like my ice cream, I like my sweets, but that's not where I normally go. But when I'm in the mood for a cinnamon bun,
Yes.
and he bought this supplementary icing, like a tub of this icing for them.
Heaven.
Let me tell you guys, this week of pancakes and cinnamon buns, I regret nothing. Whoa, hold on. There we go. Start
You regret nothing.
I regret nothing.
Yes.
Except that it's time to end the show.
No,
I know, ladies and
it's
gentlemen.
All right. Well, we love you guys, and we will see you next week.
Oh, that's so loud. That clapping was ridiculously loud. I don't know what's going on here. Fixing that headphones now. Hope it's not. Are we still doing the show?
We're still doing the show.
Okay, you guys, what she said.
Yes, we love you. We'll see you next week. We'll figure out what other things we're doing with life and we'll share.